Welcome to ECN Trade Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. Yesterday the Australian dollar staged a slight opening gap and briefly looked a high of 71.07 before slipping and losing its bullish grip and falling back to the lows around 70.70. Earlier, news headlines reported that the US and China are near a trade deal that would involve Beijing lowering tariffs on the American farm, chemical and auto and other products and bumping up purchases of American goods. It is assessed that both sides between President Trump and Chinese President Xi could reach a formal agreement around the late of this month. Later today at 2:30 we do have the RBA rate decision. Do keep an eye on its statement as the market is clearly looking to see how the RBA or central bank is viewing its rates. It has been noted that they may be looking to ease, but I don't have that view, so we'll see if the market still sees the RBA keeping to what they called just recently a neutral stance. Do note though, a break beneath the level of 70.60 would expose the region of 69.40.60, with any advances at this stage in time sees a resistance around 71.45 to 55. Overnight, the dollar index recovers slightly further and clears the level of 96.40 and posts a high of 96.74 to settle at 96.50 in New York this morning. If we see a close above this level again of 96.50, this would give further scope of the chances that we may see the US dollar reach the highs around 97.40, which on the flip side gives a trajectory of around 112.50 or maybe down to 111.60 for the euro. As you can see, the market has posted fresh lows overnight and still from a technical point is holding bearish. So the immediate target is 113.20 and then 112.50 with any rallies to fail towards 114. Dollar yen is still coasting sideways and failed to continue on from the break of 111.60. With the resistance still holding around 112.40.45, I do expect to see weakness to return. A close beneath 111.60 would give further scope back to 110.80 to 110.20. The pound slipped slightly overnight, but I'm finding from a technical point that I have little strategy to promote in terms of the fact that the technicals are still not as strong to support this last 3 days. Now I know that the RSI has come out of its overbought zone and broken beneath the midway point, but the last 3 days are not that strong, and this could be just a slow grind down before the next step and take the challenge on at 133.5 again. So I'd rather sit out for the moment unless we get a close under 131.5. This would give further scope down to 130.25 or maybe down to 129.5. Gold slips lower overnight and now looks towards 1,282 as a base, and that was the low as well. If we do get a break beneath 82, then this would give further scope to the downside and maybe expose the region around 1,270. We do need a recovery today, otherwise the risks of a further bearish case could evolve, but I'm not fully in support of this. Although the ADX is trending, the RSI is really at the lower side of the range and could still see a bounce back towards 90, 96 and 1,300. And finishing off with the oil outlook, the outside range day from Friday wasn't confirmed, and actually from the price action has clawed back some of its losses. I'm looking closely to this pattern because if we see a break above 57.15, this would give further scope up to $58 a barrel and reassess from there. I am bullish as long as we remain above 54.95 to 55.25. Well, that wraps up for today. Thank you very much for joining me. As always, look out for the intraday report. I hope you enjoy the rest of the day that's ahead.